Hello guys, Darius here back with another channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so and turn on all post notifications to be aware of every single time that I post another video. And sorry for not posting in like 5 days in an hour. My apologies. They are very sincere. But yeah. Anyways guys, I guess let's get into this what if Shisui is Naruto. Oh yeah, and the like goal for this video is 300. So I've technically already done this one before, but this is like the remastered version of my previous one, which is titled What If Shisui Adopted Naruto? So the way I see Naruto being raised by Shisui is if we age up Shisui to about 22 years when Minato died. Minato and Shisui are also related to each other being brothers, and Minato is a full Uchiha. Minato and Shisui's parents are both unknown to them because they decided to put them up for adoption due to financial reasons and not being able to take care of Shisui and Minato anymore. When the Ninetales attacked, Shisui also participated in helping out Minato, making things a lot more easier. Minato, before dying, would entrust the life of Naruto to Shisui, also giving Shisui the other half of Kurama. Naruto would grow up in the Uchiha compound, becoming good friends with Sasuke Uchiha. At a young age, Naruto was taught to learn them and master the fire chakra nature, and was taught by Shisui how to use his Sharingan, progressing it up to a 1 Tomo. Naruto also regularly trained with Sasuke, learning different fighting styles and becoming stronger in the process. Naruto would also be taught the basics of body flicker by Shisui. Even though he knows body flicker though, it's way slower than Shisui's. Naruto and Sasuke idolized Itachi, taking every chance they got to train with him. And because of this, the relationship between Itachi and Shisui, Itachi was essentially an uncle to Naruto and vice versa with Sasuke. One day, Naruto and Sasuke were training together, but after a while, they returned home. When they got back to the Uchiha compound, they were in awe. Everyone they knew lying on the floor, dead. The lights within the Uchiha police force offices were flickering on and off, and a red, vibrant light shined from the blood of Uchiha splattering onto it. Naruto and Sasuke, too traumatized from what they saw, would fall to the ground, not even being able to get up, not being able to move. They were paralyzed. Naruto would look at his left, because of him hearing a scream, to see a masked man killing a helpless Uchiha. It turns out that the masked man would kill half of the Uchiha, and Itachi would kill the other half. We now zoom into Shisui, who is currently very exhausted from going on 7 S-rank missions in the time span of 2 hours. When Shisui was heading back home to the Uchiha compound, he would be stopped by Danzo and 52 of his elite Foundation members, including the famed Fu Yamanaka and Torune Aburame, a ninja famous for being able to poison people with one touch. Danzo would form a big circle with his Foundation members in order to trap Shisui inside. Danzo would then come rushing at Shisui with his staff, hitting Shisui in his arm. Shisui would ignore the pain, activating his Mangekyo and using Susanoo to essentially kill all of the Foundation members with Danzo. 2 root members emerged unscathed from the attack, which were Torne and Fu. Fu would try to use the mind transfer jutsu on Shisui, but it would be too fast for Fu to use it. Fu would then be overwhelmed by Shisui's raw power, shouting to Torne and asking for his aid. Torne would then take off the necessary attire, revealing his poisonous arms and his body. Torne would reach out his hand to Shisui, but he would cut off Torne's arm with his sword. Somehow, bugs took place of Torne's arm and made it whole again. Soon, bugs would swarm Shisui, poisoning him and causing him great pain. Shisui, on his last moments of life, would contemplate everything. As soon as Shisui remembered that Minato, his brother, entrusted the life of Naruto to him, he would snap out of this gaze, standing up and somewhat resisting the poison, a feat unheard of at the time. Shisui, on his last front of his reserves, would try to walk to the Uchiha compound in order to get to Naruto. But in 1 second, Torne would swoop down, stealing Shisui's sword and pointing it at his back. Torine would then push the blade into Shisui, as Shisui's body fell to the floor. Itachi would then catch Shisui midair, placing Torine under a Genjutsu. Shisui would then call on the Nine Tails for assistance because of him being in a very dire situation. Somehow, Shisui would fuse with the Nine Tails, entering KCM. Though this KCM is very unstable. The Nine Tails seemed to take a liking to Shisui's personality, helping him out a bit. Once entered into KCM, the poison would completely fade as the Uchiha stared down Danzo. In fear, Danzo would try to make a run for it, but he wouldn't make it far. Shisui's arm would extend out, grabbing Danzo and pulling him back. Itachi and Shisui would then finish off Danzo, walking away from him and going home. Unknown to the two, Danzo would then be revived by Izanagi, fleeing away and knowing that he wouldn't be able to take on both of them at a time. Obito would then appear in front of Shisui and Itachi, telling Shisui that because of the possible threat of Fugaku and other high Uchiha elites, they will need Shisui to aid them as well. Alright, so I know that this doesn't actually happen, but it's a what if. Shisui would tell Obito no, but then Obito would tell Shisui that Naruto will die if he doesn't comply. Shisui, Itachi, and Obito would then essentially wipe out all traces of the Uchiha besides Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke would then get up, walking to the Sasuke's house. When they got there, they would watch as Fugaku and Mikoto were slaughtered by Itachi and Shisui. This would cause the two to awaken their free Tomo Sharingan instantly, skipping a beat. Shisui would then use Body Flicker, instantly getting to Naruto's position. Shisui would then kick Naruto to the ground, looking down at him and calling him pathetic. Itachi would then place the two under Infinite or Tsukinomi to relive death of seeing Mikoto and Fugaku and everyone else die 1,000 times over. Shisui would then place a scroll right next to Naruto before going to the Hokage building and to Hiruzen. Itachi and Shisui would tell Hiruzen that the mission has been completed. Obito would then recruit Shisui and Itachi to the Akatsuki in order to claim and collect the 9 Biju. Shisui, knowing that he and Naruto are both Jinchuriki, would cause him to not want to join. Though Itachi gave Shisui the idea of working as a double agent, Shisui would also conceal the fact that he's a Jinchuriki from the Akatsuki. Naruto and Sasuke would wake up, as Shisui would then grab the scroll that was right beside him. The scroll was filled with many jutsu that Shisui knows. Naruto would put the scroll in his pocket. After that, the two would vow to each other that they will do whatever it takes to kill Shisui and Itachi. Soon, Naruto and Sasuke would be placed within an orphanage, as well as going to the academy. Naruto and Sasuke far outclassed all of the other students, and late at night, when everyone was sleeping, Naruto went outside to train. This was a freaking occurrence, by the way. This training goes on for hours and makes Naruto very cranky and groggy in the mornings. Even though Naruto heavily despises Shisui, he still knows that Shisui is a man of great power and has come to the realization that if he and Sasuke want to take him down and Itachi, they will most certainly have to become stronger. Eventually, Naruto would learn the Uchiha-style Halo Dance, the Multi-Shadow Jutsu, the Uchiha-style Fireball Jutsu, Shadow Jutsu, the Wind Chakra Nature, more mastery over Body Flicker, and the Lightning Chakra Nature. Naruto, after learning these jutsus and skills, I guess, would teach Sasuke the Lightning Chakra Nature. Sasuke and Naruto were very popular amongst their fellow classmates, being recognized for their raw power and talent. And they're also respected. Anyways, one day Naruto would be approached by Mizuki to steal the scroll, since Mizuki thinks of Naruto as very stupid. Anyways, Mizuki thinks that Naruto would blindly agree, would be surprisingly mistaken. Naruto would easily combat and defeat Mizuki, bringing him to Hiruzen. Hiruzen would then make Mizuki pay for his act of attempted treason, because like he's betraying the village by doing this, along with trying to persuade others to do so as well. For doing this, Hiruzen would reward Naruto with the ability to learn any jutsu he wants from the scroll of sealing. Naruto would look and look until he found a jutsu that was really interesting to him. Naruto would first read the description, which reads, an A-rank jutsu created by the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze. This jutsu is very powerful, though its power is very hard to actually achieve because of the fact that many have not learned the jutsu. Rasengan. Naruto would then proceed to learn the Rasengan in about 4 weeks time period. Naruto would try to teach Sasuke the Rasengan, but then Sasuke accidentally added his lightning chakra to it, creating the Chidori. Sasuke quickly realized the tunnel vision affected the Chidori, causing him to make sure to use the jutsu in tandem with his Sharingan. A day later would come time for the academy graduation, and Naruto and Sasuke would pass it with flying colors, proceeding on to the bell test. Naruto and Sasuke would immediately prepare a special attack, connecting the Chidori and the Rasengan together and launching it at Kakashi. Kakashi would then launch a fireball at the two in order to test their skill, but the combination would rip right through the fireball, somewhat giving the new jutsu even more power. Sasuke and Naruto would then ram the attack into Kakashi, rattling his body and causing tremendous pain. Kakashi would then be sent flying, as Naruto would then use body flicker, catching him mid-air, as Sasuke would then punch him in the stomach, causing him to cough up blood. Naruto's clones would then create a ladder, putting Kakashi into a huge combo, before throwing him to the ground and slamming themselves into Kakashi. One clone would still be left in the air, sending a fireball at Kakashi. When the smoke cleared, Kakashi's burnt body would appear, covered in wounds head to toe. And to add to the fact that Kakashi was very hurt, he was knocked out. Naruto and Sasuke would then grab the bells. When Kakashi woke up, he would fail Sakura because of her not contributing anything to the fight. But luckily, there was a new Hyuga clan member who needed a team, and her name is Liz Hyuga. Liz is a main branch Hyuga who didn't actually live in the Hyuga area. One day, assassins came into her house and killed her parents. She blamed herself for their death, thinking that if only she was a little stronger, she may have been able to warn her parents and protect them. Liz vowed to herself that she will become stronger and she will never be weak again, so she can protect the ones dearest to her. After this, the kind-hearted Liz would decide to get revenge, acquiring a katana and getting a new outfit more suitable for combat. If there was a complete gauge of the power that Liz has, it's very relative to Sasuke and Naruto when they're not using their Sharingan. But when Liz is going full power with her Byakugan, it puts her almost above Naruto and Sasuke fighting together. Seeing Liz actually use her full power, though, is a very rare occurrence due to the fact that she only uses it when her friends and or family are in danger. Liz, on her downtime, trained non-stop, getting even stronger in the process, always aiming for improving and breaking her previous limits. Also, unlike most Hyuga, Liz shows the ability to use nature transformations, having a natural affinity for fire style and earth style and wind style. Liz was often bullied for being different than other Hyuga and was often called a half-breed due to the fact that her father was a Sarutobi. Naruto and Sasuke would quickly bond with Liz, learning a lot about her in a very short period of time. Kakashi, after recovering, would tell Liz that she's going to have to do the Pell test alone with no help from Naruto and Sasuke because of the fact that they already completed it and it wouldn't be fair to them. Liz's goals in life are to prove to her clan that she is quite powerful, and she also wants to become the first female Hokage. One more thing to add is that Liz has a very special way of performing the palms technique and any other Hyuga-related skills. Even though she knows how to use it with her bare hands, she uses a katana to do Hyuga-based techniques. This takes complete concentration though, but without a lot of concentration, it varies in damage. Anyways, the next day would be time for Kakashi's test. Kakashi would tell Liz that if she doesn't try her hardest, then she'll be sent back to the academy to start over. Liz, taking what Kakashi said seriously, would cause her to remove her gloves and gauntlets from her arms. When they fell to the ground would crack and trees would fall down. The force of 10,000 pounds ruptured the ground. Liz would then move too fast for Kakashi to see with the naked eye, causing him to activate his Sharingan. But it was too late. Liz had punched Kakashi before using a jutsu of hers, earth-shattering kick jutsu. This jutsu made Kakashi fall back a little, but he would then try to use a Chidori on her, just to test her skill. Liz would easily evade the attack, making Kakashi look like a fool in the process. Liz would then activate her Bakugan, taking out her katana and taking a deep breath in and out. Liz would come at Kakashi full speed, hitting him with her katana and using the palms technique. Kakashi would fall back before catching his footing and launching a barrage of shuriken and kunai at Liz. Liz, without even blinking an eye, would then counter this by knocking them all away with her sword. Kakashi would then be hit by a fireball jutsu, causing him to put up a mud wall. Liz would then activate her Bakugan, putting aside her sword and hitting Kakashi with 24 palms. Kakashi would be exhausted, worn out, and running very low on chakra reserves. But he would stand up, activating his Sharingan, pushing it to its fullest limits. Since he already had it out. Anyways, Liz would then activate her Bakugan as the two would then engage in hand-to-hand combat. Kakashi would kick Liz in her arm, but she would dodge, hitting Kakashi with an uppercut. Kakashi's body would then launch into the air, but then Liz would jump up with her sword, coming down at Kakashi. Kakashi, thinking fast and knowing that if he gets hit, that it could be very dangerous, would use a Rasengan at the last minute, pouring every last ounce of chakra into the attack. Liz would then be sent flying into the air, soaring across the skies, as her body then made a giant crater, landing in a building. And the what if now ends. Also, Liz dies. Maybe. Anyways, you'll just have to find out in the next part of the what if. And comment down below if you guys want a part 2. I enjoyed making this one. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Anyways, make sure to comment down below if you actually want a part 2, because I'm willing to make a part 2 for a series. Something that I don't usually do. Anyways, guys, the like goal, don't forget, is 300 likes. So if you hit that, then there's going to be a guaranteed part in the future. Anyways, see you guys later. Daddy Sex out.